Here we go. My goodness! Oh, Wales, thank you very much for the subscription. What a fun way to start this, very sad video game. Um, I'm, I, I'm going to open cards while I play this one because I will need it. So we're going to be playing the Silent Hill HD collection version of Silent Hill 2. Because I like to talk about technical differences in things, and this is a good way of doing that. If you are looking for kind of an unspoiled version of this game, go check out last year's playthrough. I played the Day 1 edition on PS2. It's a lot better than this, honestly, and I'm very, very proud of it. Particularly because I talked around a lot of plot points without actually saying what they were. What I am going to set up this year, or in this run at least, is this icon, this little save point on the top of the screen. When this icon is on the screen, I'm going to be talking about spoiler nonsense. So, you know, mute if you don't want to hear that. Alright? Cool. See, it's gone. We're going to start the game now. Would you like... I have Bolt or Mirrorball. I only have the 2 cards left. Man, that's how I want to start my horror games. Hijinks! Alright. Oh gosh, that's far too loud. You could go down there. Thank you, Theme of Laura. You're so good. Right, we're going to play Silent Hill 2. Yes, we are. And against my better judgment, we're going to play it with the new voices. Why wouldn't you? Alright, screw it. Let's go. So, Silent Hill 2. A game I've mentioned a couple of times on this stream. I don't know that anyone's noticed me doing that. Right, we're going to play... Oh yeah, I forgot I can do Born from a Wish on this one. We'll do that afterwards. Letter from Silent Heaven. We're going to go normal, and you are going to go to hard. Or am I? Maybe. We'll find out. Also, no, I get you, oh Wells. Not sticking around. This game is a little spooky. Very sad. So, huh. Wait, really? Hang on a second. I just remembered something. I need to look something up.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
Really? That's it? Okay, cool. So this is Silent Hill 2, the HD version. Look at it. Look how sharp these edges look. And crisp and fancy. Although I'm kind of wondering, did I... Look at that doofy grin! Anyway, did I not turn that off? What's the button? Oh, I did turn it off. I guess the game just looks like that. Oh well, I guess we're gonna have to get used to the grain filter and... Or not. So, there's a lot to take in. Yeah, don't you sass me, Jams. Alright, I'm gonna talk about this. Silent Hill 2 is like the first game that used the noise filter, or at least the first notable game that used the noise filter. And It is designed to look like you just found this thing on a VHS tape and plugged it in, and you're just watching a random VHS tape. Which is, in part, something really creepy and weird, but also that's how it kicks off the third act. So, you know. Also, Blue Gem! That's hidden in the corner. It's there in this version of the game. Also, so is this advert for Silent Hill 2. Do you see that? Look at that. What's she doing on the wall? I don't know. And I've brought it up a time or two in the past, but like it's so incredibly influential. Like the reason your favorite dark content YouTuber relies so heavily on VHS films and footage
I see that town.
is because of this game.
Silent Hill.
Literally genre defining.
You promised to take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary.
Hi, I'm Troy Baker. You might recognize me. I do.
Wife's name.
I do, Troy. It's really jarring.
It's
Hi.
ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true.
So, I
That's what I keep telling
really,
myself.
really love this intro. I love most of this game.
Person can't
That's
write a letter.
besides the point. I love this intro.
Mary
And
died of that
there are
damn
elements that
disease
this
3 years ago.
version of the game gets kind of wrong.
Why am I looking for her?
This is not the piece of music that is supposed to be
Special
playing,
place.
notably.
What could she mean?
First of all, the loop point doesn't
This whole
work.
town was our special place.
Second,
Does she mean the
this
part
is an
we
electric
lived?
guitar version of a track called Promise,
We spent
rather
whole
than the
day
acoustic
there,
guitar version that is supposed to be playing.
just the two of us,
And
staring at the
it's a
water.
minor change, but it alters the mood of what's going on.
Could Mary really be there?
And it's what is double plus frustrating.
Is she really alive?
Akira Yamaoka worked on this project.
Waiting for me?
Like he's 2 doors down. You can't just knock on his door and ask him. Promise is like 4 chords. Just have him strum it a little bit. And yeah, Empirical Woodland, Silent Hill 2 is more depressing than scary. This is also incredibly depressing, but for different reasons. So I talked over it a little bit, but the plot, as presented to the player, is that James and Mary were married. They were happily married until Mary became ill. 3 years ago, she died, and somehow James has received a letter from her inviting her to come to Silent Hill and pick her up. So, he's here to pick her up. As a reminder, that is the spoiler icon. Mute when that is on screen. We good? Okay. So what actually happened? It is true. Mary got sick and Mary died, but the disease did not kill her. James did. And rather than 3 years ago, it was like 3 hours ago. He killed her, bundled her in the back of the car, and just drove to Silent Hill. And a lot of what's going on here is him trying to process that, and a lot of the imagery you're going to see is related to him figuring out that sort of thing and what's going on. So one of the things that I think is really, really good about the intro is James looks in the mirror, passes his hand in front of his face. That is a grounding technique. So he knows that this isn't real. He's had trouble distinguishing fantasy from reality before, because he knows how to do that. And that's why I like the intro, because it gives you that clue that something's not right. A disappearing act. Welcome on in. I'm doing alright. I'm playing Silent Hill 2. So it's a bad version of Silent Hill 2. But I'm alright. Also, I was yelling about road textures in the past. This is why. This road is supposed to be, like, battered beyond repair. But look, they paved this 2 days ago. What a bustling hive of activity, that's Silent Hill. Everyone's coming and going. Also of note, James didn't even park. He just swung his car in, opened the door, and now he's just wandering off down the road. What is my run button? The X button? Really? Alright, fine. Well, you talk about coding error fog replaced. Kinda, yes, actually. So what the PS2 was really, really good at was sliding translucent JPEGs around in front of the camera. That's what the fog of Silent Hill 2 was. Whereas here, it's just like, no, that's just the draw distance, and you can see the perimeter around James, where they're just not rendering the world anymore. Like, yeah, obviously, right, that's how video games work. They just render a circle around the character rather than the whole thing at once, because that would be silly. But it's really jarring that you can see it. You can see the world being built in front of you and popping out of existence behind you. It's really, really weird. Controls, please work. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. This is still a great shot, though. This is being watched from between the trees. That was a good shot. Also of note, this lake right here, this is Derwent water in the Lake District. And I've been there, and I took Rixtress there when she visited, and there's pictures of us on a boat on the lake. It's great. There's something in the well. What's that? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. Gives me a weird feeling. Alright, let's just pop you down there. Oh, geez, 2024 was the last time I played this game. Alright, cool. Let's just overwrite that. Now, bear with me a second, everybody. I need to check something. You'll see what difficulties we picked in Purple Woodland when I go to my load screen. Good. Action level normal, riddle extra. Hell yeah. If it didn't default to extra difficulty, I have a save file ready to go where it did. Now you're gonna see me get a little more aggressive with the save files in this one, because this game is really, really buggy and unstable, and it will crash at a moment's notice. Especially when the cockroaches are on screen. I don't know why. Those little guys break everything.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry. I was just...
No, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Troy, a little closer, yeah?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain.
That's Troy Baker and Laura Bailey. Hell yeah, it is.
And it's not just the fog either. It's...
Okay, I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you.
It's
just,
really jarring, isn't it?
I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going into town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for someone.
Who is it?
Someone very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either.
Did you hear that awkward cut in the music?
I'm sorry.
It's because it's streaming
It's not
MP3s
your problem.
rather than using a tracker like the PS2 does.
Yeah,
It's-
you too.
Awkward. Really awkward. So, Empirical, the original voices are on this disc. You can play with Guy Seehey and Donna Burke's voices if you so wish, and I do. But, like, I'm here to complain about how bad this product is, so I'm going to complain about how bad this product is. Hey, check it out. Is that just a default ripple texture from Milkshape? It sure is. Alright, let's go. One of the reasons that they had new voices for this one, partly it's because it's a HD remake and you gotta do something with it. Part of it is because Mary McGlynn has been fairly critical of Donna Burke's voice acting as Angela, kind of pointing out that it's sort of stilted and weird. But, like, yeah, most of this game is stilted and weird. It's supposed to be a dream. It really is. And Mary McGlynn is the songwriter and female singer for the Silent Hill franchise. I think it's like one song that she didn't do, and it was the opera from the first one. And, like, yeah, she's incredibly talented as a singer-songwriter, and this talent is in inverse proportion to her being a voice actor. Hey, look at this sign. What's wrong with this sign? Why is it written in Comic Sans? Is this... Look at it! Is this a genre-defining pinnacle of its era, or is it a lemonade stand? What is this game? It's just Comic Sans. Why is it that? I don't know. Anyway, continuing on. So I haven't played, oh, word art would have been even better, like that blue one, the two-tone blue with the 3D effect, you know the one. What is the best thing in Empirical Woodland? Is it that that was a conscious decision, like somebody edited that? Oh, people modded Comic Sans back into the remake? That is actually really good. I like that. I was actually just now coming on to that. I haven't played the remake. I saw... I watched Vinny stream do a couple of streams of it, so like 4 or 5 hours. And I don't know. It didn't click with me. Like, I'm not going to dismiss it out of hand because it's not Silent Hill 2 Restless Dreams. I just, this is fine. Just didn't click with me. Although with that said, something that I did really, really like, it is actually this scene right here, pretty much. When you get into Silent Hill, like the town itself, you can turn right and continue on with the game, or you can just keep going straight ahead and find a little side quest area. I have issues with the phrase side quest in a Silent Hill game, but Silent Hill 2 Remake is not the first game to do that. That would be Downpour. And one of those side quests was awesome. The gramophone one? That was great. So yeah, what you can do in the remake, you can go this way and just, hey look, here's the flower shop. And you can go in and there's like something to do in there. But not here. You can just see outside the map. Look at that. You see the corners on the edges there? Hell yeah, enjoy that empty skybox. Alright, let's go. Man, this Silent Hill rejuvenation project has done wonders for the town. Are these marks blood? Well, it isn't Chris's blood. Anyway, so that shadow just now. There's monsters in this game. Like, of course there's monsters in this game. It's survival horror, psychological horror, there's monsters. But, like, this scene, the fog is so dense and smeared in front of the camera. You can just see a shape walking down the street. And in the book, James assumes that this blood... You missed the super obvious lying figure. And James assumes that this blood belongs to an injured human being. And the injured human being is what he just saw walking down the street. But yeah, no. Disappearing Act points it out. It's a super obvious monster. You can see it. It's right there. Hi, monster. How you doing? Also, I'm reasonably confident they pitched up the sound in the sound effects. So, like, that little doo-doo sound is supposed to be a lot lower than that. Is it? That's definitely been pitched up. Minus 10 out of 10. Things are going okay, Tempest. I am... Even a bad version of Silent Hill 2 is a version of Silent Hill 2. Like I say, it's making me sad, but not quite for the reasons the game intended. So this is very deliberately meant to invoke the start of Silent Hill 1. You walked through town a little bit, you went down a back alleyway, there was lots of construction materials, and, oh, can you see it? Oh, you can just see it! It's just there! You see that? And you're supposed to be like, oh man, this is like Silent Hill 1, where I went down the thing and I died. So, through we go. How is this a bad version? I'm glad you asked. I will be happy to answer in essay format. Look at it! There's a monster back there! James! Please! Also, Tempest and Aaron, hi, welcome on in. Hope you're having a good time. Right, how do I do this in this version of the game? It's probably you, right? Nope. You? You and you. Okay.
Is it dead? What the hell is it? It's not human.
So this kind of sets up one of the big things with this game, is that James is kind of an idiot, and that's what he's doing here. And most of the things that most of the scrapes he finds himself in Silent Hill is because he's an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
He just is.
Is this thing broken? What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
So the enemy that we just saw is named Lying Figure, and it is representative of specifically Mary during the final days of her disease. It is very obviously feminine, like it has long shapely legs and it has a big round ass, and I guess James is into that, but also it's like a diseased lump. Essentially, it is whatever it is trapped inside of its own skin and it can't escape. And you can tell as it walks, it's trying to look sexy, it's trying to look attractive and strut and swing its hips, but it can't. It is in just tremendous pain. It also attacks by spitting acid, and people have pointed out that that's very much Mary saying horrible, cruel things to James as the illness progressed, and he was just not a very good husband. And one of the things with those enemies as well is they are supposed to kind of invoke the feeling and impression of like violence against women, and you're supposed to like, are you proud that you did that, player? Because you really shouldn't be. And you know, I'm kind of not. Now there is one right down here, and hopefully I can demonstrate that, not that. So these guys have a unique behavior. Yeah, man. Wow, these guys are a lot harder to kill. Yep, there you go. Look at it go! If you can injure them, they fall to the floor and they run away. And they scuttle off. And it's supposed to look like bugs. Particularly if you go to fight them again and stomp on them. It's to give you the impression of, oh, big strong man stepping on a weak little bug. Good job, nerd. Do I need that? How do I do that? That button. Yeah, we're not doing super great. Let's just have one of those. So previously, actually, you know what? Let's do one of these. Previously, when I started up and I played through this game, I went, look, we've got some cool stuff in our inventory. We've got a letter from Mary. Let's read it. And look, it's a photo. And if we check it, we're standing at the lake. What these items do is influence the ending that you get. And by examining the picture and pretending that I didn't know exactly what I was doing with it, it guides you towards the in water ending, which is generally considered to be the canon ending, particularly by the developers. I just think it's really cool when, like, the game starts you off with stuff in your inventory. Right, I hear you. Where are you? Did I break it? No, I didn't. There it is. Look at him go. So there is, there's a bit in Fatal Frame 5 when I went, oh my god, this reminds me of Silent Hill 2 in the best ways. And it was that bit. There's, a bit where a ghost just crawls out from underneath a truck. James? Can you? There you go. That's the rule of Silent Hill. You don't kill enemies by knocking them down. You kill them by knocking them down, then attacking them. This is a bad version of Silent Hill 2 for a number of reasons. It looks too clean, and it looks too fancy. We've already been able to see outside of the map multiple times. It really bugs me. And the music doesn't loop properly. I'm just, what am I, half an hour in? I've only just started. Something that you can see better with this version, though, and I'll give it credit for this. This body is James. And essentially any dead body you find in this game is James. And it is meant to... Again, it brings back something from Silent Hill 1, where in that game, it kind of established the idea that you never leave Silent Hill. No matter what Harry does, what ending you get, 5 minutes later he jolts awake and he's in Happy Burger again. I'm looking for a girl. Short black hair, just turned 7. And, it's a really interesting detail. And, yeah, something that they kind of lean into with this one. That, and with the remake, actually. That, no, James just keeps doing this. He's still here. Actually, I think he's up here as well. Oh, don't do that. Do not pause at a loading scene, game. Make me think everything's broken. Yeah, there he is. It's another little James. There's a memo pad on the ground. I'm going to write everything that I've learned so far. What? Right, we'll get to that. We will get to that. I'm going to write down everything that I've learned so far. Maybe that will help you out somehow. If you're reading this, it probably means I'm already dead. I saw those demons. They were there, I'm certain. But my friend says he didn't see anything. If that's true, does that mean that what I saw was an illusion? Whether that demon that ate human beings was real, or whether it was just some kind of hallucination that my mind dreamed up, one thing I know for sure is that I'm beyond all hope. It seems that they're attracted to light. That's why people who need light to see are their natural prey. They also react strongly to sound. If you want to go on living, you'd be better off just sitting in the dark and staying quiet. But even that probably won't save you. If you're going to try and fight them, the most important thing is to relax. Dangerous to fire a gun while you're all crazy with fear. Take good aim, and then squeeze the trigger. Don't forget to finish them off. I think most of the creatures can be killed, even if they are tougher than people. Run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away! That's the itchy tasty memo. So Tempest, you make a good point, and in canon, yeah, actually, Silent Hill is a really nice place. It's a bustling resort town. People go on there for holidays. There's just like the seedy underbelly cult thing going on, and layers upon layers of alternate realities. That what are you looking at? Oh, the car trick was so nice. They did it twice. Right. I'm going to ignore all of you guys, because if I look at you, then the game tends to break and crash. So let's not do that. That's not frames getting dropped. That's not frames getting dropped. That's the game engine going and almost falling down. It doesn't like it. So the general setup for Silent Hill, like the place, there is Silent Hill, the place. It's a really nice little seaside town, later sort of retconned to a lakeside town, and you go there, and you have a wonderful day out. Go to the theme park. Go to the mall. Then there is the Silent Hill that we are currently seeing. The one that's full of fog, and there's monsters kicking around. That's not nice. And then there is the other world, Silent Hill, and that's the one that people are familiar with. That's the one where it's blood and chains and rust. And can I change that? That's as bright as I can make it. Okay. All right. I guess we're doing this the hard way. Sometimes I forget that I'm playing a PS2 game. Let's just blow out that brightness. There we go. Look at you. Now I can see what I'm doing. And there's like a school and a museum and 4 different medical facilities. What? That's just silly. Something that this game does, and that I really, really appreciate. Also, I don't know the full sequence, so get ready to watch me sweep this game in a square pattern. Your character's eyes adjust to the darkness, so if James stands away from the light, the game will slowly brighten up. Not much, like not enough that you can see it, but it will brighten up. That is a Kojima level of, wow, somebody thought of that, you know? You stop it! As soon as I get a gun, I tell you what. There's a trash chute. Some kind of strange garbage stuck in the hole. James! So that's your code for operating in Silent Hill, by the way. The door is jammed. I don't think I can get it open. That door's never getting opened. It's locked. Go find a key. Aha, here we go. Now this right here, this mannequin is very specifically wearing Mary's outfit. And it is supposed to be, hey, look at it. Look at yourself. And that's something else that will come up shortly as we go through the apartment block. It is also representative of the ending, because when we take this light, that monster in the background is going to spring to life, and that's part of the plot. We take the light from Mary, and that's where the monsters come from. Enemy number 2 is the mannequin. It's based on a series of sculptures. I forget who it's by, but they do a lot of that, where it's just limbs where limbs do not belong. And they are very specifically meant to be kind of shapely and a little bit sexy. Not as much as the lying figures, but, you know, James is definitely into legs. And it also kind of leans into, like, objectification of women as just a concept. Not necessarily not necessarily something that James himself is thinking, but it leans into the idea, hey, you know, women are things. Am I on hard difficulty? I mean, I'm not. I checked it. Stop it. You stop that. I'm not on hard difficulty. I checked. Hi! Man, what is collision anyway? We don't need collision. This is silly. You're silly. Game. You're weird. You know what? I was thinking of that, but I couldn't really find a way to properly segue into it. Although, we got 3 wrestling people in the room. If anybody is going to be talking about collision, it's this room. Does this apartment have 2 toilets in it? Huh. I only just realized that. Why does such a small apartment need 2 toilets? I have been watching clips from Freakazoid lately, and it connected the dots on a long-running joke that never dawned on me. The main villain is voiced by Ricardo, fellow whose last name I forget. And that's why he keeps monologuing and calling Freakazoid Kirk when he monologues. Like, so many times he's doing his big evil thing, and he just turns, he's like, Kirk, my friend. What? And that's why, because it's a Khan joke. Good job. Also, that breathing noise is weird. Don't do it. Oh, I don't like it. You're weird, James. It's a TV. Look at the little blank texture that's on it. That flat grey texture. Are we going to put something on that screen? Not right now. Although if we're doing that, and we're talking about the Star Treks, I feel like that would be a good one for this game. I don't want my pain taken away. I need my pain. It's a TV gets me every time as well, and that's why I keep doing it. There's a key on the ground on the other side of these bars. I stretched my arm out. I just might be able to reach it.
Ow!
Ha ha.
Hey, wait! Damn it!
It does actually. The save room from Kill 7 is like a really, really old model TV where you have to use the dials to change channels and look at which persona you want to power up and select and how you want to save. You're right, Tempest. He could have done that. There are a lot of things in this game where, hey, couldn't James have just... Yeah, he could have done that. It's a shopping cart. What is that doing here? Well, I'll tell you, James, that's the developers making a commentary on American consumer gun culture. No, really. That's what that's here for. It's on the making of DVD. Anyway, give me that gun. Give me back my gun. Thank you. So, something that I appreciate that the remake does is, at this point, if you get the gun and you ready the gun, James will fire a shot. Whether you tell him to or not, James will fire the shot. Because the game reveals that, first of all, he's not following trigger discipline. His finger is on that trigger at all times. But also, he's got really shaky hands and he's really nervous about being here. He really does not want to be in Silent Hill right now. And also there's monsters and he's scared. And I think that's a really cool little touch. So here's another example of why the game is kind of bad. Do you hear the radio sound effect? That music's not supposed to play here. What the hell? So the radio is making a little crunch, 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 crunch sound in the background. And it is supposed to be... yeah, like Rick just hears a dirty needle on vinyl. It's supposed to be a constant stream of radio static. What was that? Some kind of noise north of here? This is always a really good visual, and I have always really, really appreciated it. Just watch the game bug out and not load it now. You gonna acknowledge that in any way, James? No? Alright, cool. That's fine. On we go. No, this isn't the room. He is glowing! He's his own weird little light source. Anyway. Oh, dang! Isn't that static supposed to be moving? Whatever.
My God. could have?
It should be animated. It just isn't in this version. So this is also James. This body is also James. And that one is supposed to put you in mind of something that is going to happen towards the end of the game. Not necessarily bookending, but towards the start and towards the end. Yeah, big traumatic scene with James in front of TV. This handgun isn't great. What's my reload button? I'm pretty sure. I guess we're doing this manually. I'm dead certain it's supposed to be like click the right stick and James reloads. And then click the left stick and you take a health item. Although maybe that was a quality of life that people on OCR were just discussing. This is interesting to me. The reason that this sink is glowing is because there is a light source in it. Like if you hack the camera and look around the corner, there's just a glowing red ball in there. Incidentally, if I hit some of the same notes as I did when I played this last year, I'm very sorry. If I take one of your lines... Whoop, careful now. That's a cool effect. They're attracted to my light. I wonder if we'll see that again later. If I take some of your lines, I will try to properly credit everything. But, sorry. It's too dark to tell for sure, but I think there's something on the other side of the hole. Let's investigate. Yeah, this is where this music is supposed to play. Not in the third floor hallway. What? I think the moths are pretty cute. There is a... it's kind of a recurring theme. I'm just opening a pack of cards audibly on camera. Hi. Oh my god, that is why they do that at the start of Homecoming, isn't it? Because James reaches into the hole. Oh my god. So, it is, it's a recurring theme in this game. There's a lot of butterflies and moths imagery. Specifically because of the idea that butterflies are traditionally like the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, which is to an extent what's going on here. It also references a point towards the end of the game where, because these butterflies and moths are pinned to a board, a character is also impaled, and it's like parallels, do you see? Thank you for checking in, Tempest. Have a good evening. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Being sent on a little coma-style fetch quest. Do not use that in the same sentence. My goodness, Cass. You know, James-style self-loathing. Don't be doing none of that. clock is stopped at 2:36 and 15 seconds. The faceplate is closed. It is locked. Can't touch the needles of the clock like this. Hold up. That clock is in Downpour. There's a point in Downpour where you have to walk across the hands of a really fancy looking clock. And I joked that the minute hand is way too elaborate. What does it look like that for? That's why it looks like that. It's that clock. Huh. What's this? Henry, Mildred, Scott. Actually, I probably should pay attention to that, because I... What's that? 10 past 9? 10 past 8? 10 past 10? About that. The scars from the past shall remove the nail that stops time. Can't push the clock right now. What we have to do is go into the inventory and use the clock key. Henry, Mildred, and Scott fairly obviously relate to hours, minutes, and seconds. That is a puzzle that does not change. There you go. That is a puzzle that does not change on extra difficulty. I'm pretty sure the easier modes just say hours, minutes, seconds. But, no. There are three separate puzzles in this game that change on extra difficulty. And oh by golly, I will be happy to explain how all three of them work. And be really smug when I do. This one I always liked. Just a save point on a tea tray. I think that's really funny. Incidentally, talk has been made as to what these are. It's a save point. That's it. In the remake, they are, I believe, blood-soaked Polaroids. But in this version, they are save points. These weird, unreal elements of reality. No, it doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to. It's the same idea behind... Nope. I thought we went through that from the other side. Whoop. Come on, camera. It's the same idea behind the kind of wonky direction that the voice acting goes in. How often do your dreams make perfect sense? How often do you speak fluently, and properly in your dreams versus just making a garbled sound and your brain interprets that as noise, that is sounds, that is words, you know? Just gonna duck in here. Surely everything will be fine in this room. Were you clipping through the... I think she was clipping through the sideboard there. This scene is shot like a very particular scene in the David Lynch movie Blue Velvet, where a character hides in a closet and is forced to watch a brutal assault on one character from another. And the way that this bit is shot, the door drops onto the scenery and it just puts these two grey bars in front of the camera. Like, if you can see it from a third-person perspective, these two just stood next to each other. Why have James's eyes whited over? I don't know. Is that the worst eye-related texture bug we're going to see in this game? No. This is going to get worse. I mean, these doors are all locked anyway. They're not going to open up because we're in the apartment. What you were supposed to think upon seeing that scene is general confusion, but also the idea that Pyramid Head is trying to violate those enemies in some way, but he's not. He is trying to shove them down the garbage chute. So here is the thing, Arcturus. Silent Hill 2 is probably my favorite game ever made. It genuinely, this game brings me a great deal of joy despite being one of the most depressing games I've ever played. And I have talked at length about this on stream and in person. I've written essays about this, like, as part of my formal education, and I was really, really excited for, oh my god, Silent Hill 2, but, like, all the graphics and stuff are redone? And it's gonna look great, and it's gonna be really good, and then it came out, and this is a slap in the face, honestly, and we haven't seen the worst of it. So yes, I am going to point out, hey, that thing doesn't make any sense. Why is that broken? Also, this game has received 0 patches or updates ever. Yeah, I think it came out in 2014, I want to say. So, like, yeah, sure. Amiibo Festival has had more post-launch support than Silent Hill 2. Arguably one of Konami's most recognizable properties. Because, like, what do you got? You've got Silent Hill, Metal Gear, and Castlevania. I'm sure Konami have more to what they can do, but, like, they're the big 3 that they've got, and man, this is really disappointing. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. I don't think I can go through any of these doors. I can't. So, I'll tell you guys a little secret. When I cook for my team at work, I leave it on the floor beside the door of my flat so that I don't forget it. And it always reminds me of this, and I joke that it looks like a puzzle item in a survival horror game. Because the 6 are a juice next to the back door of Bluewood Apartments in Silent Hill 2. right now, there are 2 tubs of bread there. It's pretty cool. It is the quickest way of doing this. The quickest way of doing this is... actually to go in, out, and back in again. And this also goes to a point that Tempest made just now, and that I made previously. I'm pretty sure James could reach that with a length of pipe. He's got it. It's in his hand. Well, it's not in his hand. He's got a gun. But he could probably reach that with the length of pipe, right? So... no, we can't do that. What we have to do is to use the 6-0 juice, throw it down the trash chute, which will dislodge whatever was in the trash chute. Now we can go get it. The garbage bag is torn and the contents are strewn all over. I got a coin. What's this? Some gossip magazine, eh? The police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early on the morning of the 22nd. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck, severing his carotid artery. By the time the guard discovered him, Sullivan was dead from blood loss, the spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. An old schoolmate of Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River said, "He didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. But I do remember that just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, 'He's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil, forgive me. I did it, but it wasn't me.' The schoolmate then added, 'I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy.'" So, yeah, a disappearing act makes a point. He does look like he kills people, that Walter Sullivan. You look at him, and you're like, okay, that guy looks like a wrong'un. The memo there is kind of meant to imply that Pyramid Head has some kind of influence over Walter Sullivan, or the wider Silent Hill mythos in general. This was retconned, actually. This was later changed to, let me just drop you down there a little bit. See, this is what it's supposed to look like, but it's fine, because we're outside right now. This was later changed to a cult leader from Silent Hill, exerting influence over Walter Sullivan to just make him do terrible things to gain immortality and curry favor with the cult. No running! No spitting! No diving! No making me shoot downwards through the terrain, y'all. How am I today? I'm doing alright today, Todd. How about yourself? Hope we're doing well. This is one of the game's, like, really subtly, insidiously creepy parts. Like, Yeah, sure. Why is there a pram in the middle of a swimming pool? What? Oh, that's... No, that's not nice. Why is that there? It also demonstrates something that I think is pretty funny in that James can trip and fall. Like, if you walk over the edge of something, he just fall flat in his ass. Or he can fall on his face. I did it in my last run. I'm like, alright, let's make the climactic walk up to the final boss. And he tripped up the stairs. And like, oh, girls were watching. Todd is just doing some solos on Ark. I watched a bit of that lately. From you, actually. If we're not already watching and following along with Todd, you guys should. She's pretty cool. She's one where, when I visited Rixtras last, she's like, I found this cool streamer. Name's Todd. Let's check it out. And then, yeah, we just had you on a couple times while we were chilling and doing crafty things. She was crocheting, and I was admiring her crocheting. It's yeah, it's a good time. It's honestly, I think it's a really good way to end Silent Hill 2. Like, alright, here comes the climactic battle. We fumbled it. Perfect timing, honestly. What are you looking at? You looking at something? Where is it? There it is. Something that this game does that I really, really, really like, and the Silent Hill series has kept doing it, James looks at stuff. So in Silent Hill 1, there was quite a few items, you know, ammo and notes and sometimes weapons lying about the place, and Harry would just not look at it. You had to know that it was there. And it was a little easier because it was very obviously part of the... It was a modeled item, not part of the scenery, you know? But, oh, man. It's so much better that James will look at a health item on the floor so you know that it's there. Problem being, this version of the game, he trips up a lot. Since we're talking about tripping up a lot. Huh. What are these feet doing in the fridge? Probably nothing. It's probably fine. Right, so we got Troy Baker, Laura Bailey. Who's this? Place your bets.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Hell yeah, it's Liam O'Brien.
I didn't do anything. I swear.
How you doing, Akihiko?
It's like this when I got here. My name's James. James Sunderland. Eddie. Eddie? Who's that dead guy in the kitchen? I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill anybody. You're not friends with that Red Pyramid thing, are you? Red Pyramid thing? I don't know what you're talking about. Honest. But I did see some weird-looking monsters. And they scared the hell out of me. So I ran in here. Well, I guess this place isn't too safe either.
happened here anyway?
Why, I told you I don't know. I'm not even from this town. I just...
You too, huh? Something just brought you here, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Character's named Eddie. He's named after
Whatever
Eddie
it is.
Murphy, because Eddie Murphy's a
better
funny,
get out of here
happy-go-lucky fella.
Yeah, you're right. What about you?
I'll leave as soon as I'm done here. Eddie, careful.
James, you'll be careful too.
So the story that the devs tell is that is version 2 of that scene. Version 1 of that scene was way worse and way more graphic. And they were thinking to themselves, like, have we gone too far? Is this too much? And then there was a power outage, which just wiped all the work that they had done on that scene thus far. And they took that as a sign that, like, yeah, okay, maybe we've gone too far with this one. Let's dial it back a little bit. But it is also interesting to note that Eddie is definitely lying to you, because within the space of that conversation, he went to, I didn't kill anyone. Okay, I didn't kill that guy. Okay, I didn't kill multiple people. Like, okay, Eddie. Oh no, I'm stuck. No, I'm not. I just need a save point. That's right. Incidentally, people are kind of making fun of the Silent Hill 2 remake save point thing. They do it in this. You open the save point and there's James. Just looking at himself in the... It's not nearly as bad and as goofy as remake James, but it's there. So Eddie's thing is that he is experiencing survivor's guilt, as comes up a time or two in the Metal Gear Solid series. Or killer's guilt, not survivor's guilt, killer's guilt. Excuse me. He's killed someone he shouldn't have killed someone, and his body is reacting in revulsion and disgust. Or just regular guilt. He tends to lie a lot. There's no fire escape outside the door. Maybe they knocked it down when they built the building next door. I think I can get into the building next door if I go through the window in front of me. Ah yes, clanking metal wood. Oh, it's the thing! He's gonna do the thing! It looks like there's something stuck inside the toilet. This scene, kind of indicative of who James is as a person. Like, he didn't even roll his sleeves up. It's like, oh, there's something in there. Is it poop, James? Because that's what I see. I don't know. I'm just gonna dig around inside. Who does that? This idiot. Right. Now, this is a solution to a puzzle. And in... that's not quite how the puzzle is supposed to work. Thanks, remake. But I hope it is. So, generally speaking, what is going to happen here, you're going to have 4 numbers. We still have 4 numbers, but not quite. It's supposed to be done in hex. So A is 10, D is 13, F is 15, and so on. I can work this out from there. So F is 15, G, H, I, J, 20. Right, so 19 over to 20 over to 5 over to 20. And that is the extra difficulty solution to this puzzle. Am I gonna... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, 19. And then... like this over to 20. Huh, I thought there was something else in there. Nope, just a whole bunch of handgun bullets. But what there is a health drink over here, a pizza delivery poster, which is... Wait, is the thing not here? Pizza delivery poster. That kind of explains the plot point coming up. There is supposed to be, I'm pretty certain there's supposed to be a plot item in here. Isn't there? Maybe it's another one. I don't care. I'm not doing that one. I'm not going for that. I don't need it. Why would there be a properly working reflection? Why just put a hole in the floor? It's fine. Alright, what am I doing? I don't know, because I don't have a map. I don't need a map. I'll figure it out. Oh no, that's right. I think what I'm looking for is in the next notable room that I have to go to. I remember it well. That's right, the map is here. But we can't get up there anyway, so that's fine. And so, like, this is kind of what Silent Hill 2 is about. You'll notice that this place is kind of run down, and it's kind of watery and flooded and just generally neglected and battered and broken. And yeah, you'll see a lot of that in... No, where are you? Crash my game, will you? Get out of here, that mess. I don't need you. Incidentally, the cockroach enemies represent, the devs made cockroach enemies for Silent Hill 1, and they really liked them. So they just made like an upscale version for the sequel. The director, Ito, has said that it's like, oh, the lingering effects of Silent Hill 2 and a lesser's power. Like, nah, they just made bugs that they wanted to put with the game. You can do that, Masahiro Ito. That's a treat. Ito is still answering questions about Silent Hill 2 on, oh no, there it is. Ito is still, like, posting trivia and answering questions about Silent Hill 2 on Twitter and such, like, except for the most part, it's like, stop putting Pyramid Head in things. I'm goddamn sick of you not understanding Pyramid Head and putting Pyramid Head in things. Stop it. Dead by Daylight. Wait, how much? I just came out of that room. We'll solve that puzzle in a bit. Okay. I'm just gonna grab some bullets. And, this is spoilers and also content warning. Angela is through this door. And part of her backstory is that she has been the victim of sexual violence. She murdered her attackers and fled to Silent Hill. That's what she's doing here. Of note, watch where she puts the knife in this scene. Because she could have put that knife literally anywhere. But just watch what she does with it. Also, Rick's just... No!
Oh, it's you.
Hopefully it's not too long to change it, recompile it, and test it.
Yeah, I'm James.
Angela.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
She's wearing Converse! What an interesting choice.
But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, it's what we deserve.
No, not like you.
Are you afraid? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Empirical. Angela is 17.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
The idea is that her experiences have
Not
aged her
yet.
beyond her years.
She's not anywhere.
And she's been in Silent Hill for a
She,
very
does
long
she
time.
live in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, because this is where you're looking for...
Hey, look at that! Why did she
How
put
else would I
that there?
Yeah.
Am I right?
I'm so tired.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you were looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry. I don't...
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She's dead?
Well, don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least I don't think so.
I've gotta find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Quaka, hello.
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please, don't.
Oh, for sure. Rixtress is a coder, and I've seen her do it, and I'm really proud. And oh, the things that she does. So, yeah. Why did Angela aim the knife at that? Wow, that's really really subtle. I like it. Of note, in that scene, she's not afraid of James. And people seem to get that wrong. She's not afraid of him because she's teasing him. And she's talking to him and holding a vaguely coherent conversation. She's afraid of what he's doing, that being reaching out to grab something of hers and to take it away from her. That's when she starts panicking. Also, if we go to the inventory, a knife from Angela. I don't plan on using this as a weapon. The knife doesn't do anything other than direct you towards a particular ending. In the last stream I did of this, I went, oh man, look at this knife. If you go to use it, you can't. If you examine it, you can't. Wow, what is it for? Like I don't know, and I'm not just dancing around that fact, you know? Another fun thing with the knife, that's the mouse pointer for the Silent Hill 2 PC edition. You load up, it just turns into Angela's knife. And that's what it's used for. A mouse pointer. Can you examine this? A photo. So this is one of the benefits of the HD version. This is so blurry on the PS2. But that is Angela and her mum. The picture is ripped in half. Her dad and her brother are on the other side. And this goes back to what I was saying when I was muted. Or if you muted through spoilers the last couple times. Yeah. Yeah, this game gets kind of heavy sometimes. Also, yeah, Todd, I really hope that everything is going well with your interview procedure, because I've done tech interviews, and oh, by golly, I'm glad I don't have to do that again right now. Also, this scene that we just had, it's one of my favorite ones in the game. It's not my favorite, it's one of them. It's up there. Because it shows a lot of confusing camera angles, and you only have a few seconds to process it. And this big ballet mirror, floor to ceiling, is very on the nose and very specifically, look at yourself. Look at what you are doing, you know. Oh, that is bald bull, is what that is, Todd. I have never understood that as a reason for declining some. Oh, you've got the exact skills that we need. Well, guess what? Answer's no. Oh, hi, forgot about you. So the last tech interview that I did really, really well, and I got through to like the last people on the line, and I didn't get it because they the other guy had, I think, 10 years of experience. And I said to them, like, honestly, yeah, I'd pick that guy. This would be my first tech job right out of university. And this guy's got 10 years on me. Like, yeah, nah. I'd pick him. Oh, that's the room I just went into. Stupid grid searching patterns. Main one that gets me, I went to, I applied at a video game store. Like, a while ago, like, when one of my first couple of jobs, I went to the video game store. And they're like, you're not really the kind of person we're looking for. Explain to me, video game store man, how I am not the perfect candidate for video game store man. I'm all of those adjectives. And adjectives I haven't even made up yet. I think I meant nouns. My 8-year-old is not here, so I can't go, haha, I was testing you. Damn it. Right, this is the most significantly different puzzle in extra difficulty. Let's see how I do explaining it. There's something written on the desk. Like coins in the hazy aether tossed, our souls must by their sinful weight descend to earth with lightness lost. To right the sins that they hath laid, when thrice in falling they intone, then happiness shall be thy own. The first note be not by the horned one rung, though it be there that all sins be sprung. The bringer of life and the bringer of shame, the sins of the latter be ever more tame. Though coming in the aged one's wake, the formless one's soul in fear doth quake. The needless one, silent, with hungers all sated, is least then in sin, with his lusts all abated. For the gravest of sinners his place be appointed, and if he be lucky, may his soul be anointed. Solve for X. There is a line of 5 1-inch round depressions set into the table. And like a 5-2 depression looking at it. Anyway, this is the book puzzle from Silent Hill 3's hard difficulty. Learn that poem and figure it out. How do we figure it out? I will tell you as soon as I pull up my notes that I made last night. Rextras, this is why I was late going to bed, because I was writing down the solution to this puzzle on like how to explain it. So, the first thing we need to do is to examine the coins. The reverse side of the coin is a crescent moon. Looks like an old man. The reverse side shows a gravestone. This prisoner looks like a woman. The reverse side shows a basket of eggs. Not an egg, just like 5 of them. Also, Quaka, I am always down to learn new German words. Let's go. So, fun thing, this is the only time the examine command is ever used in Silent Hill 2. Like, the entire game, it's for these 3 items and only on extra difficulty. Now, are you going to have me read the poem again, or do I have to go through it? Alright, cool. Let us explain what's going on. So, the first stanza, this tells us that we need to use the coins. That's it. The second stanza, the word right there is in quotes, so it's not like the usual meaning as in to make right or to correct. It means that we're running from right to left. Also, because like the relevant clues are on the reverse side of the coins, you can kind of infer that you have to reverse the order of the coins, right? You're going from right to left, and all the other puzzles and the other versions of this puzzle go from left to right. The first note be not by the horned one rung, though it be there that all sins be sprung. So that's referring to the first slot of the puzzle. In this case, the furthest right one. It doesn't make any reference to any of the coins, and it says that all of the other coins, come after it. So the furthest right slot is empty. The bringer of life and the bringer of shame, the sins of the latter be ever more tame. So this one's the prisoner. She has eggs on the back of her coin. Eggs are like a symbol of life and fertility. And in the Garden of Eden, Eve brought shame into the world as part of that story. So the second slot belongs to the prisoner. Though coming in the aged one's wake, the formless one's soul in fear doth quake. So the formless one is the moon, because it changes shape and size every day and it's never in the one place, it's never one thing. So the moon, or the snake in this case, is afraid of the old man. They are not placed beside one another in this puzzle. Reading on. The needless one, silent, with hungers all sated, is least then in sin, with his lusts all abated. And this refers to the final slot, furthest left. And this slot belongs to the old man, because it uses a masculine pronoun right there, for one. There's a clue. And the old man has a gravestone on the back of his coin. So, being dead, he is silent and has no desire for anything. And that is the solution to this puzzle. But in order to do it, you have to use the coins. There you go. So, our answer, what did I just choose? Prisoner? Prisoner goes there. And then old man goes over here, furthest left. And then the snake goes here. That's the most difficult puzzle in this game. And it is, like I say, it's one of 3 puzzles that is changed significantly in extra difficulty mode. Basically, all the others are exactly the same. There's just the safe, which is optional. That one, which you have to do. Isn't it the fire escape? No, right? Rictus, you did not have to use Google Dating. Come on now. What happened was I went, hey, do you have a minute? And everything worked out better than we could possibly have expected. Oh yeah, Kickstarter dating. Notable dating website, Kickstarter. I may have missed my exit. I'm pretty sure Lynn House is at the other side of the apartment complex right there. Wait, no it's not. No, it's not. I think it's on this floor. Because I remember how this puzzle ends. Let's see if I can get some other cool stuff to spawn while I'm here. there are a couple of rooms in this building where you can hear people or person talking in the background. And it's just... no one's quite sure what it is. General consensus is that, like, they left the mic on in the recording booth, and it's probably Guy Seehee just, like, muttering to himself and practicing some lines. But they left it in. And occasionally, you can just hear him talking to himself in one of these rooms. Oh, that's good framing. I like that. There we go. There is also one of these doors where you try to go through it, and it does that. The lock is broken. I can't open it. And as soon as you try to walk away, someone tries to kick it down. That's a random spawn. Pretty cool. So this note, we missed it because I just went and got the key. But that note says something like, hey, I've gone to get groceries. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. And that is genuinely one of my favorite things in horror. But like this game in particular, there are a couple of elements where there's just... That is also a random spawn. I bet it didn't come through very well because my monitor levels are like really, really low. But yes, there was somebody else in that room talking to himself. The no one's quite sure what he is saying. Like, some people think it's reciting a shopping list. Some people think the guy is saying, you know, go to town, see my dead wife. But, yeah, that's a random spawn. And whether that will or will not happen is decided at the start of the game. Like, as soon as you hit go, it just initializes a bunch of variables, and some of those variables determine whether or not that happens. Ignore that! Please don't trigger that sound, YouTube. It's fine. It's fine. Oh no, not a good time, controller. Not a good time, controller. My controller's doing the flashy, swirly lights of death. Please don't die. This is really important. So, the way that this fight works, we are on a timer. All we have to do is to survive this fight. And Pyramid Head will go away. There we go. But every time we shoot him, we shave a couple of seconds off of that timer. Ah! And now that the siren's going, Pyramid Head will leave us alone. Incidentally, that attack kills you in one go. So, hey, Pyramid Head having an automatically tracking, auto-targeting overhead swing that's a one-hit kill, confirmed for Dark Souls 2 boss. Yeah, Victor did something along those lines, right? And, like, that's another example of general quality in this game, there's not supposed to be any music playing right now. That was supposed to just stop as soon as Pyramid Head leaves. The air raid siren was obviously cutting and clipping and looping, and it's not supposed to do that. I don't know. Did you even try? This is pretty cool background storytelling, though. Although, if you will excuse me, what I can now do is realign you to... There we go. You live there. Did any of that even happen? Where is all of the water? Why is nothing wet? Like, because Pyramid Head opened that door to a flooded stairwell, but, like, it's pretty dry. Did that happen, or did we just think it? Hate to say it, Rixtrus, worked on me. Not quite. Well, no, not just a... Is that a Del Monte box? That's just a straight up Del Monte box. I not only was I a day one purchase, I was like an hour one purchase. As soon as the shop opened, I left my house and I went to the shop and I bought it and I played it and I went,
You! It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Oh, wait! How do you know Mary's name?
You can kind of tell that this was mocapped and she was having trouble moving in the giant rig. Like, that's why she doesn't just hop to her feet. The kid is not the same kid. That is a different kid. I'm sure I tell this story every time I talk about Silent Hill 2. The way the guys see he got the role as James is he took his daughter to audition for the role of Laura. That's the girl's name. Girl's called Laura. And she didn't get it, but the audition team were like, "Oh man, who's this American salaryman? He just looks like an everyman. Friend, can you read some of this dialogue and sound like just some of the best, worst voice acting we've had in this franchise, please?" And he did. And that's how guys see he got the role. So this is that park. Mary, are you here? Slippery and wet or frosty? I'm wondering if that... No! That's not going to be anything to do with Shattered Memories. That game is its own little thing. Right, we are coming up on a good example of what Rixtrus was just now talking about of, sod it out, dude, just ship it. There it is. Irashaimase, everybody! I consider turning this off because this game is, like, really tragically depressing, but this version is just kind of bad, so I'm having fun with it. Welcome in, Gothic Lolly and friends. How are you doing? You are playing Monsters University. James does not approve of that joke. Obscure was a good game. I never saw the second one all that much, although I'm pretty sure one of the best characters remains the best character and becomes a witch. Like, she's all witchy. Alright. So this is the docks. This is the docks of Silent Hill. Except that is concrete down there. You can see that the water texture is not moving. There's a tree over there. Why is there a tree over there? I don't know. Get out my draw distance. What are you talking about? I'm Cass, by the way. Hi. I'm waving. You can't see it. Currently going through the HD version of Silent Hill 2 and complaining every step of the way. Oh, we're getting kind of salty. I love it. Is it this one? It's this one, I think. There's one of these little tow ropes, which is very obviously not attached to anything. It's just sort of shuffled out, and it's supposed to go into a murky draw distance. But because they've increased the draw distance, you can see it's just a polygon. It's just a straight line polygon. You seeing this? You got some binoculars there. You can probably see it. No swimming or diving. Hell no, you hit your head on the concrete down there. What the hell?
Mary?
If you guys need to raid and run, by the way, totally get it. Please take care of yourself.
No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife.
Hi, Mary
I
McGlynn.
can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I?
You look like a hot dog cart.
See?
Oh, there she is.
Feel how warm I am?
You're really not Mary.
I told you, I'm Maria.
Sorry, I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh yeah, 3 years ago. But I got a letter from her. She said she was waiting in our special place.
And that's here?
Hello, edge of the
Anyway.
map.
I haven't seen her.
I see you.
Is this your only special place?
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake. I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel? Yeah, it's still there. So, the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was. Oh, don't get so mad. I was just joking. Anyway, it's not that way. It's this way.
What do you mean, anyway?
You're coming with me?
You were just gonna leave me?
No.
When all
but-
these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone. I look like Mary, don't I? You loved her, right? Or maybe you hated her.
Whoa, hello, my right ear.
Don't be ridiculous.
So it's okay?
Yeah, fine.
Is the music diegetic? Like, is it coming from somewhere? Because that just popped in on the stereo mixing. Wow. Okay. Cool. So, much like a lot of the other things in this game, Maria doesn't exist. Kinda. She is a manifestation of James and his desires, and specifically she is supposed to be a perfect version of his wife. You'll notice this also means kind of a slut. And, like, okay, cool if you're into that, but that's not who you married, and there's things to work out between you and your wife there, James. Because she is created from his mind, there are a couple of instances where she knows things and is able to do things that she shouldn't be able to. And this leads to what I consider to be the best written line of dialogue in the game, and we'll get to that probably not this stream, but certainly in the next one. I'm trying not to do too many of those, right? Because if you do care about the spoilers and you don't want to look at it and then hear them, then I could go on just for so long about the, well, as I say, symbolism and psychology in Silent Hill. It was that's what my essay was about in college, and but that's kind of boring. You're just watching a muted video for a little bit, so let's not do that. Let's keep going. It's just concrete, and I feel like it's also very obviously tied. It is! Look at that seam! Do you see that? I see that seam. I see the Z fighting. Come on! You're better than this, Silent Hill 2. You're demonstrably not. Because I'm playing Silent Hill 2. So, Silent Hill 2 has a variety of ways of how it determines the ending. Silent Hill 1 is like, which combination of these two specific flags did you raise in the game? Did you find the thing? And did you use the thing? And, this one is way different. There is a couple of dozen different variables in the background that are ticking over and calculating what you should be doing. So we've talked about a couple of the items in our inventory. But one of the biggest ones is Maria. How do we treat Maria? Do we run off and wait for her to catch up? Do we allow for damage to come to her? Do we damage her? That's an option. Hang on. Did I get something wrong? No, I didn't. I don't think. I'm gonna have to check my map. Hang on. I don't think I did. I think what I need is this lot over here. Hell yeah! I know Silent Hill 2. An entrance for carrying in. Don't put the thing in which... No. Zoom in on that. Don't put the thing in which relations are hot. What? Anyway, you got a dog key from the doghouse. That's a special tool that will help us later. Actually, what is the stereo mixing in this game? Because there's something in my right ear, which might be a monster. It might be my headphones. I have been wearing them for quite some time. Anyway, hi, how you doing? This is what the fog looked like in Silent Hill 3. Where it wasn't very good. I like that she was just put out by that. That mannequin was just like... Could you not? You're shooting at me for? Stop it. So I will admit that I am doing things quite a ways easier than I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to have 283 bullets in my inventory right now. I've unlocked bullet adjust because I played this game many, many times. So you can, as a bonus, you can determine how many bullets you get per pack, and in this case I get 3 times the bullets per pack. This is James's car. Like, this is actually the model for James's car. I want to say it's a 1977 Plymouth. It's an actual car. But much like how everybody in this game is James, every car is James's car. This is also kind of a "you've been here for 10 years" sorts of thing, you know? I got a book, Lost Memories. The name comes from the legend of the people whose land was stolen from them. They called this place the Place of Silent Spirits. By spirits, they meant not only their dead relatives, but also the spirits that they believed inhabited the trees, rocks, and water around them. According to legend, this is where the holiest ceremonies took place. But it was not the ancestors of those who now live in this town that first stole the land from these people. There were others who came before. In those days, this town went by another name. That name is now hopelessly lost in the veils of time. All we know is that there was another name, and that for some reason the town was once abandoned by its residents. Rick's just a little bit of both, honestly. It is genuinely supposed to be like that. Every car is James's car. In part because they've got the model, but yeah, it's... Again, dream logic. Have I been here before? Have I done this before? The entire dream that I wrote up today was I'm reading it and I'm writing it and I'm like, did I dream this before? I didn't show this off last time, I don't think. I'm gonna go show off the Tony Hawk monsters. Let's go. Maria, I shouldn't have run off without you. Alright, if we head down, I'm pretty sure we can go see him now. If you just head down Nathan Avenue to the Historical Society. There's something cool that I don't fully understand. And the reason it happens is because we're not supposed to go this way yet. This happens later. I do appreciate as well the Veils of Time have a terrible draw distance. Like, yeah, gosh, you see all the way back to the Howard Blackwood back there. What a good character. Shame he's not in this one. He is in a couple of other Silent Hill properties, and I'm gonna like hold back on talking. He's one of the best things from the West and developed Silent Hill media, and I don't want to talk about it right now. We'll talk about something else. So here's a good example, right? This is another, this is that Michael Caine car from Cars. Look, he's got the big Pixar eyes in the windscreen. Like, they could have used that car. They could have used any other car to be hopelessly stuck in Silent Hill. But they used James's car. There's a couple of other places where you can find it in, like, really sketchy locations, and... Whee! That's it. That's why I came over. I just wanted to show that off, because that's stupid. You can see it in the bushes and everything! I'm only slightly mad at it in this version of the game because that's funny in the original version of the game. It's just funnier in this version because you can see it coming. Like, it's like on a springboard. And the monsters getting thrown out of the side of the road is... It's one of those things where people have tried to come up with meaning to it, and you can come up with meaning for it. You know, I'm sure I can... oh, do not pass. Maria, what do I do? Oh, quick, it's not on screen. Let's go! Ha! But like... I think that's just one of those things that's like that because it's like that, you know?
I'll wait here. I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to play, you know.
Hurry back, okay?
Why is he delivering that like he's Bruce Willis? Like, that's what the dude says to the guy as he's about to, like, boot him out of a window. I didn't come here to play, you know.
So what'd you do? Robbery? Murder?
Nah, nothing like that.
Ha! You're just a gutless fatso.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said the cops were after you.
Nah, I just ran because I was scared. I don't know what the cops are doing.
But if you did something bad, why don't you just say you're sorry? Well, guess I run away a lot too.
It's no good. They wouldn't listen. Nobody will ever forgive me.
A disappearing act brings up a what some people consider to be a plot hole in this game. Where did Eddie get that pizza?
Find that lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
There's like a 2-hour video essay on YouTube. Where did Eddie get his pizza? I just took it that he found it. Right? There's just a pizza box on the side there, and his whole thing is like, oh, look at this big fat guy. He probably just picked it out of the trash and ate it, you big fat blob. Look at you!
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James. We, met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember, but...
Eddie, have you been putting Pyramid Head in the Shino Bolo?
Are you alone here, Eddie?
No!
No.
Oh, this is such a good break.
Bye-bye.
Wait! Come back! Eddie! Let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? Why?
Laura? Is that her name?
Oh, that's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Forget you.
I love this drum loop. Like I said, it's really... This track is called Alone in Town. It's so good. Ironic, actually, because it's 3 people in this scene. But yeah, this is one of the tracks that, first of all, cemented what the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack sounds like to me. And it's just a good track. Because like each Silent Hill has its own feel on the soundtrack. So like Silent Hill 1, there's a lot of just furious metal scraping. And this one has like a fair amount of hip-hop and rock in it, of all things.
Did a little girl run out of here?
Yeah, She was too fast for me.
Silent Hill 3 is just
Aren't you gonna go
muted
after
pads
her?
screaming at you. But yeah, Alone in Town is such a good track. Quaka, welcome back. We are chasing a little girl. Short, black, nope, that's the wrong one. Long blonde hair, just turned 8. Someone has also pointed out something kind of interesting in the remake. In that scene, you can see Eddie's breath as he's talking, but only Eddie's breath. And the implication is that whatever he's seeing is incredibly, like, bitterly biting cold. And James is not. Is there anything down this way? I never come this way. Nope, just a gate. Excuse me. Well, you know, it's funny you should say 40k, because just Vampire Survivors Warhammer 40k edition, and oh golly, I'm gonna have to play a Vampire Survivors game, aren't I? Look at these tiles, by the way. Look at this tiled flooring. I'll just slap some newspapers down there and expect that I won't see it.
She went through there.
Is there any other way?
Yeah, there is. Right through there.
So, a disappearing act pointed out earlier that
It's no good.
I had
It's locked.
spoken and indicated to them how James can be perceived as, and also is, garbage. And here is one of the examples, and also kind of why we are here in Silent Hill. I'm going to go and find my wife. But first, I'm going to go bowling and to the strip club. I need to. I have to go to I'm going to the bar. And this is kind of indicative of a lot of the problems that James and Mary had in their relationship, because it isn't outright stated in the game, so I'm not going to spoiler tag this one, but yeah, James is kind of an alcoholic and not a very good husband. And that's why we are getting horribly distracted by paradise and boobies. Where's the thing? You can come here in Silent Hill 3, and you can see a poster for Maria, one of the biggest performers in here, which kind of suggests that James is pulling this image from somewhere. Heaven's Knight. Good name, by the way. I like it. It's just a table. Nothing unusual about it. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like a flyer in here. Am I making this up? Oh no, there is. It's in Silent Hill 3. There's like a... Hold up. You just cut out the back half of this song. Tune. You can't do that. You can. They did. Oh my god, it's yellow paint. The blueprint was here all the time. You traded an item for another because item 1 that you own creeps you out. I'm curious now. How did it creep you out? Also, did I miss it? I missed it. Yeah, because it's next to the doghouse. Alright, cool. Well, we can go We can go back there in a bit. We can look at that the next time we come this way. There is... I'm wondering if this cookie thing, is that a tag from one of the guys who, like, worked on the game? I do not remember this degree of graffiti in the game. Just that... Hey, you know what? Town is busted. I also don't remember you being here. I'm pretty sure Travis Grady's truck is in this, because he is now the most important character in Silent Hill. After they introduced him. He's parked up down by, the tunnel that leads into darkness. That opens in darkness. That one.
Over there.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with, with Gashapon games, right? Why do you have that item? Because that's the item you pulled. Why do I have any of the cards in my deck that I pulled? Because I pulled them. No? Okay. I'm going this way. Different kinds of memos are hanging up. But there's nothing of particular interest. Hi! Something is written on it. The potential for this illness exists in all people, and, under the right circumstances, any man or woman would be driven, like him, to the other side. The other side perhaps may not be the best way to phrase it. After all, there is no war between here and there. It lies on the borders, where reality and unreality intersect. It is a place both close and distant. Some say it isn't even an illness. I can't agree with them. I'm a doctor, not a philosopher, even a psychiatrist. But sometimes I have to ask myself this question. It's true that to us his imaginings are nothing but the inventions of a busy mind. But to him, there is simply no other reality. Furthermore, he is happy there. So why, I ask myself, why in the name of healing him must we drag him painfully into the world of our own reality? Something else is written by hand. Got the key from Joseph. Probably the key to that box. Wonderful. I'm glad that I got that. Because, oh my god, Maria turned into an energy drink! I'm gonna save now, and I'm gonna turn the game off now, but, like, if I didn't get that, I'd be really, really worried the next time I come to play the game. I'm like, but I don't have the button! Where's the button? Is that me? That is me. Hospital office, 11/07/2030. Date the video as hard as you can, Cass. You know what I'm gonna do? Because Wales subscribed at the start of this, I'm gonna cut the video here, and then we're gonna go open some cards. Then we're gonna go to bed. Thank you for watching the first stream of Silent Hill 2, everybody. See you in the next one.